Hi everyone, Shannon here with Mixed Media Minnesota. Welcome to my channel. Today I am working on, I'm playing with a little bit of our September Christmas Sparkle kit. I do have some of these still available in Mixed Media Minnesota's Etsy shop. So if you're interested, hop over there and you can check all the details out there. I think, I'm not sure how many are left, but there's some left. So hop over there and grab yours if you're interested. So I kind of started here. I'm going to show you what I did do. In this pack you get 12 by 12, in this set you get 12 by 12 papers, and you get a 6 by 6 matching paper pad. One of the 12 by 12 papers has a bunch of, like this size, they're I believe like 3 by 4 inch. I cut those apart. And I want to use them for little tags and journaling cards and stuff. What I'm working on today is making a cover topper, a journal cover topper. So I'm going to move this stuff out of the way. We'll come back and use some of this. I'm just going to set it aside here. And then I kind of have an idea, so the video isn't going to be really long, so it's quick. I think. We'll see. But this is what I pulled out here. So I have these setting aside here too, just in case we need them. So I went ahead and I covered, you guys have seen this in my videos before. I just use this cereal, it reminds me of like cereal box thickness. It's just some cardboard stuff. I have a whole bunch of it. I don't even know where I got it from. I know you can order it on Amazon too. So I cut that down, and I'll tell you the size that I cut it for my toppers. Typically I make 6 by 9 journals. So I cut this down to 8.5 by 5.5 inches. And then I just simply go in my fabric scraps and I pick a fabric to cover it with. And so there's the base of my topper. So I did do that. The fabric that I'm using here is really old fabric. It's really thin, and so my Fabri-Tac did bleed through on some of it, even though I did smear it, in and stuff. So I'm gonna have to hide that on there, because that bothers me if I see that. So another piece of the 12 by 12 paper, I went ahead and I cut it down, and I like this side on here. And I just took my scissors. Where are they? Here, let's see. I just took my scissors and I roughed the edges up on this one by going like this. So I have that to put on there, and that kind of covers a lot of that up. I did have this, look at how thin this is. It's so old, this pink fabric I had. And I believe I want to stitch some of that across the top and just leave the ends messy. And maybe I'll just tack it, behind. And I want to stitch on here. I have gray thread in my sewing machine, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and try and do that really quick. My sewing machine is right next to me here, so go ahead and mute it if you would like. Before I actually stitch, I'm going to try to get these ends down because it's so thin it'll just pull apart, I think, if I don't have some kind of a hold on it. So we'll see if the glue stick will just hold it enough to get it through the sewing machine. Doesn't want to, but I'll hold it for a second on there. Maybe it will grab it. Okay, maybe not. Okay, well, I'm going to be right over here. We'll leave this here. You guys can look at some pretties. It's just right next to me here. So, okay. So fast forward or mute if you'd like. I'm hoping the gray is going to look okay. I have a zigzag stitch. I think I'll just leave that right on there. Oops, I got stuff behind it. I gotta move. Hold on a second, guys. Sorry. Take me a second longer here. And we're going again. Okay, so I have that. I don't think the gray looks too terrible. I usually like pink and gray, so And then that'll be on there. And I'm not going to stick this down just yet in case I want to tuck something behind it. Or should we stitch around this, I wonder? That would have been neat too. And so my thoughts were that on there. And then I have some of this lace I could put on the bottom. Maybe on the bottom of that. All the way down. And this one was in one of those, you know, it's one of those little cards too. And I thought it was cute, and it kind of breaks it up. And I thought it would make a cute little pocket to where, you know, you could journal on the back of this, so we could, you know, tuck that in there. And then I cut one of them in a tag shape. And I did ink this with a Victorian velvet, but I'm not 100% sure if I want to ink it all or leave it. I think this one does need some ink here. Maybe, let's see. Let's go ahead and ink that one. Add a little bit on the back as well. Yeah, I like that better on there. Okay. So. Okay. And then we have some flowers and different things. So maybe I am going to go ahead and glue this down. Let's just start gluing it down. I don't think there's really room to tuck anything underneath. That's what I was thinking we could do. As soon as I say something, then I see something on the side here. I'm thinking maybe we could put... I don't want to cover all of the blue stripe fabric, but this here just kind of caught my eye. Oh, if we left a little tiny edge on there. No, I don't think so, because I'm going to have the fabric on the top and the lace on the bottom. We might use this on the bottom instead of this one. We'll just leave them set aside here. I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. And it's fabric and paper, so I'm going to use my Fabri-Tac so we get a good hold on that. And I'm just going to follow the edges here. If you guys hear my chair squeaking, I promise I have like 7 different office chairs in my studio, and I tried to switching them out, they all squeak. I thought I always had the squeaky chair, and then I was thinking, well, I think I switched that out, but how does that one always get back over there? It's because they all squeak. So we just have to deal with that. But so I'm not going completely crazy. I know I switched that out, and yeah, it's just all of them. I don't pay attention to it unless I'm filming. For some reason, I don't notice it until then. Okay, so I'm just going to hold that down on there. For a second on there. A little pocket. Let's leave that dry for a second, and then I think, I wonder, should we put a little piece of this blue as a tab on there? I do like it, and it matches well. I think we're gonna... And there's silver foiling polka dots in the back of this, so I could use my tiny attacher stapler. Maybe let's do that to hold that on there. Okay. Yeah, I like that on there. Sorry if that was out of camera. Okay. Do we want to ink or do anything with the pocket? Maybe the pocket we should put some... Let's see. Yeah, no. Oh, let's go ahead. We'll add another texture on there. We got fuzzies floating around here. So I hope you guys are enjoying the beginning of your weekend. I'm filming it's early Saturday morning. Our kids are they all stayed at our oldest daughter's house last night, so it's quiet here. So I woke up and I was like, hey, take advantage of it. It's not very often it's this quiet. I love weekend mornings when everybody else is either, sleeping or not here. It's peaceful. Just trimming the edge off here. Okay, should we go ahead and add this stuff on here, this lace? And I think this is gonna tuck part way under here. So I'm just gonna add glue on like the bottom. It's the fuzzies are coming off of this piece here. Okay, I'm not 100% sure if, do we really want that on there? Do we leave it off altogether? Because I do want to add flowers and stuff on here too, so if we add the lace, maybe it'll get to be too much. I like the idea of the pocket on there. Let's see. Let's just, where are those flowers? Now what did I do with them? Grab some of the ephemera too. Maybe we could put something with the flowers and the ephemera. Circle on. Wow, that's sticky. Okay. We'll dump these guys out here. Flowers as well. Okay. It's more of a peach than a pink, but I do like that. Let's just kind of play in. If you guys can hear, my rooster outside. He's crowing. And I have more than one, so they'll take turns. You'll probably hear him again. I kind of like that on there. I'm going to plug my hot glue gun in. I should remember to do that. I'm going to set the flowers up on top. Just give me 1 second here. Where did I hide it on myself now? Excuse me. I think my roosters hear me talking in here and they come by my back door and that's what they do. They're all saying good morning. Okay, I have that plugged in over there. Okay. Let's see, what do we have in here? Cute little Santa, deer. Isn't he adorable? I kind of like that there. These is what I was thinking, these little candies. Could poke in there too, here and there. I'm just playing, just poking things all over. Don't know where anything's gonna end up or or whatever. I think we're going to go with these little candies here to start. I'm going to go ahead and glue this pocket down where I want it. I do like the flowers on there. I'm not going to add that other lace on there, I don't think. So let's go ahead and glue that down so we can start building up from there. This is paper to paper, so I can use my art glitter glue. It's not plugged, otherwise we'll have to grab the other one. Oh, I think we're good. So I'm gluing on the sides and on the bottom to create the pocket. And we could have stitched that on as well, but it has the gold foiling around it, so I figured I would leave that on there. Okay, now I have to try and remember about where I had this. I think it was up about that high. That's where it's going. Okay, I'm going to hold that for a second. Wipe our extra glue off. Okay, I am going to add a little bit of the distressed ink around the candy, the peppermints, while we let that dry for a second. I just kind of want them to stand out a little bit more than they did uninked. So part of it's inked and part of it's not, and that's okay. Sometimes I ink it all, sometimes I ink part, and sometimes I don't ink anything. Okay, we're going to leave those set over there. Okay. So let's see here. Just kind of angling that one in there. And then that one down a little further. Okay. So now, if you remember, I always pull the green off the back of these flowers. Because if your glue holds, it's going to hold this and your flower is going to come off, and I don't usually like that color green. So that's just what I do. You don't have to do that. But if they have the green on the back, I do typically pull them off. Don't know how I had that on there, but we're going to go ahead and glue the flowers on. And now, see how these have the gold little beads in them? This one doesn't. So I'm wondering if I switch those around. And these both do, so I'm not sure if I want both of these on there or just one of them. I think I'm just going to put the one up there. Well, we'll see. Once we put the little candies on there, we might. Okay, so I'm going to grab my glue gun. Hopefully it's hot enough. And hopefully I have enough glue in there. And I can only pull it this far, you guys. I still didn't get my plug-in in there, so I'm just going to stick these down with the hot glue. Sometimes I use hot glue and, like, you know, Fabri-Tac, because the hot glue, you know, it does let go over time. Usually on paper, you know, like paper, it's not so easy as like if you're working on a canvas or something. That definitely lets go. But on paper, it does hold fairly decent. Okay, so last one here. I know I'm probably not on camera. Okay. Set my glue gun over there so I don't melt everything here. Okay. So, okay, we have that. Now we have our little peppermint candies here. And we're just kind of, now I'm going to cut the larger one in half if I can find my, I don't want to use my fabric scissors, and of course that's the one laying there, and I can never find a scissor. I just had them. Let's see here. I got a different one over here, a little one. I'm going to cut them in half. Oh, not quite half. This side's going to be a little bigger. Because then I can tuck them. When I'm tucking them in here, you get 2 for 1. You know, you don't see the end of it typically anyways. Okay, so I'm just going to use our glitter glue. And we could use pop dots and, or, you know, like foam tape and pop these up too. So we may do that with them. This one I just want down here on the bottom. And I just kind of, see, you hide it under the flowers so you don't see the cut off anyways, and then you have another one here. So, like this one probably won't work here because I only have one. You won't see enough of it, but we can use it over here too. Or we can just save it in the stuff too. Yeah, it might not work. Those flowers are smaller. Let's see. Okay, that one's gonna go there. Okay, I might put something else in here because there's like 2 things, and I usually like 3. However, I don't mind that. It doesn't look too bad. Let's see, what are we gonna do with this one? I wonder if we go ahead and pop this one up. So I have little foam squares. I had them all here. I'm sure I probably, I was going to say I probably put them away, but I don't, no, they're right here. Okay. So I'm just going to grab one of those. Foam tape works good too, and I did find some at the dollar store. And it was, like, I'll show you here. At our dollar store, I found this, and there's, you know, different widths of the tape. So, yeah, and then you just cut the end off of it, and there's, yeah, I don't know how much is on them. 2 yards each. So for $1, I mean, you can't beat that. Okay, so we have this one popped up, and now it's a little higher than I was thinking. Let's see. Just playing here. It's gonna go right up there. This is sticky. I do just stick it on there, but then when I stick it on the book, I do put hot glue over the sticky because that definitely will let go. So I'm just over here by my hot glue gun again with a little bit of hot glue. Just kind of push that down, flatten that a little bit. Okay, let's see here. Okay, I'm not going to use that one. I kind of like the pocket showing there, so. Let's add some ink on the edge of this one. Journal on the back of it if we put it in the pocket. Okay, I think I like that. I'm not sure if there's, let's see, there's little pink hearts here. I think I like it the way it is, actually. A little blue one. No, but I think I'm going to leave it. I like it. They're fun to make. I love making these little toppers, and you can find them in my in Mixed Media Minnesota's Etsy shop. I think I have these, like this style of topper, when I just do the fabric cover and just kind of decorate it. They're listed in there for $12.99, I believe it is, and that includes shipping to the United States. So, I mean, you just pop it on your journal, glue it on there, and your journal is decorated. So, I think I'm going to call that a video. And before I clean this mess up, I might come back and make another one. I think that was fun, and I love these colors from this kit. It's not the traditional reds and greens that, you know, we see in Christmas. Not saying we're not going to do that. We may. But it's just nice to have a little something different. And it's more the comfy Christmas, maybe. I don't know. But, so there we have our topper. Thank you guys for coming with me while I make this. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you find inspiration. And we'll see you soon. Take care and thanks for watching.